we would invite you to work with us and let us work with you. And we invite this interchange of listening to your biggest dreams of what you'd like to create your life to be about, and our sense of what the world needs and what parallel Earth needs you and what you have to give, what you have to contribute. And we can see, we know you intimately, we can see what your gifts are, but we care very much about your view of what the world needs and where you need to be put, because you're down in incarnation living this, and we trust your judgment very much. And what's your perception? So together we talk as if you're playing with Play-Doh, only you are both the one playing with the Play-Doh and you are the Play-Doh. And let's try to massage your life into a different form and let you vibrationally come to match a different version of Earth where you can thrive, and the world will thrive more joyfully because you're there. We are not offering another philosophy. The whole idea of parallel Earths has been around probably as long as there's been parallel Earths. The whole idea of your thoughts and feelings and vibration attracting to you, what you're putting out is what you're getting back. That's been around as long as that's been around too. What we're saying is we're very excited that there's a certain number of people who can consciously now participate with us in recreating you, basically. Recreating you to a much more joyful future than you have been experiencing. This is grace, this is bliss, that we can speak to you this way, and we can enter your hearts, and we can develop a very close, loving relationship. And if we can gain your trust, we can leap you to a different parallel world. This will probably happen in incremental steps. The shift, we don't want to shift you too fast, too far, so that there's too much change that you can't handle. So we're reading you very closely if you decide to work with us in this. But we think a lot of people are at a point of disillusionment, and some in quite despair. Some it's just kind of an apathy or a creepy numbness about the state of your world. We can help you move to a reality that's very different than the one you're in. And with a much bigger discontinuity between where you've been and where you're going than you could handle on your own or even dream of creating for yourself. Now in the You Create Your Own Reality school of thought, if you change your thoughts, if you change your feelings, you will end up attracting much different circumstances to you. And we are telling you, we are wanting to help move you to a place that is much brighter than you ever could have thought of yourself, felt into yourself, or dreamed of really happening. We very much value your dreams of where you want to end up. But we hate to tell you this, but for those of you very steeped in You Create Your Own Reality, that's only half the picture. The other half of the picture is that you are created. You are created. And so by working together, we blend those two parts of the equation. We feel the cries of so many people who have tried so hard to turn things around on this reality, who have put their hearts into trying to make the world a better place, or trying to find circumstances in which they can come to, bring their gifts to fruition and really bless those around them and bless themselves even, with the fullness of who they possibly could have become, based on what they hoped for when they were created, when they came into this life. So much disillusionment, kind of like a tree growing in an atmosphere of acid rain. Everything's there for this to be a big, beautiful tree to reach out, to be strong and healthy, and the atmosphere around it is just eating into it. This is how many people feel at this time. And we have felt your despair about that. And we are here to tell you, you don't have to go down with the ship. We invite you in this moment to work with us, to come into close relationship with us. This certainly doesn't have to happen through this channeler. The invitation has come through this channeler. We work through many people, many channelers even, and most of all, we are closer to you than your own body, really. You can begin to feel our energy. You can talk to us. And many of you, we think, can probably come to feel us talking back or holding you. Talk to us even if you can't hear, if you wish to work with us. Please talk to us even if you can't hear us talk back. But we think by you beginning to tell us of your dreams for your life and letting us hold those dear and add our own unique energy and input in various ways. It may come through circumstances in your life. It may just come through your feelings as you fall asleep at night. Whatever works for you, we want to be very close to you. And we truly want you to know that the universe does love you, that you are not created and then abandoned and left to fend for yourself in the world. You're not even created and left unless you discover a certain prophet, or unless you happen to come across certain angelic beings, or if you're lucky enough to, have someone care about you. It's not like that. We know that the parallel reality that you're on, it can feel that way. There can be so much fear just in the atmosphere that everyone assumes that it's a dog-eat-dog world, and you have to compete to even deserve to be born. We're here to tell you the bigger universe does not operate that way. You've been in a little subculture that's just an aberration in this whole universe. In most of the greater universe around you, of all the cultures, and not only on this planet but other places, most people experience life as a joyful, beautiful place to be. You have not been left behind. You are loved, and you are very needed in the bigger picture. We're going to just now, for anyone who wishes to open to our energies, even in exploring whether it feels right to you to work with us or not, we'd like you to feel our presence. Feel our love. Feel the love of all for you. We are going to transmit to all who can feel our frequency. And even if you don't feel anything, if you ask to receive it, you will. And you may find yourself feeling a little more joyful the rest of the day and not know why. You are so dearly loved, more than you can even imagine.